Okay, welcome everyone again, and I am at the Music Awards. I'm talking to Sarah Borrello, and she is another recording artist that's up for nominations, and I'm going to have her tell us a little bit about what she does, because I'm just getting to know everyone tonight, and the awards haven't even started yet, and we want to make sure that we get all the correct information so the folks out there that are listening, when I put these interviews together, will have the correct information, and we'll start off there. So how are you doing tonight?
Doing wonderful, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Excellent. Now, can you tell the folks out there a little bit about what kind of music you do, and what enticed you to get started in what you're doing in your life?
Sure. We play, I guess, rock and roll, but it's a fusion of a lot of different things. We have a song that's kind of metally and a lot of bluesy stuff, and even some jazz-inspired stuff too. So we're really open, and we like to do different things.
And what's the name of the group?
It's just my name, Sarah Borrello.
Okay, excellent. Now, what got you started in doing this in your career? Is this something that when you were a little kid, or?
Yeah, my mom actually forced me into playing piano, and I got forced into doing classical lessons when I was 4 years old, and I kind of never quit. And then it just kind of spiraled into me getting really into playing all the time, and I wanted to pick up guitar because piano wasn't as cool anymore when I was in like middle school going into high school. I was like, no, I'm done with this. So I started writing songs, and I had always written poetry as a kid, so it kind of all just...
Excuse me, so do you write all the music yourself, or?
Yes. Yeah.
So what inspires you to write? So maybe the folks out there might help them in the future, because the show's about moving forward, and people need encouragement and help sometimes, and maybe some people out there that don't really know how to get it going. So can you give us a little insight?
Yeah, I usually write from personal experience, but I've found over the years doing it that you can't always do that, because your life isn't always going to be super interesting. So I've kind of learned to live more and really enjoy life and go through life and observe what I'm doing, and that way when I'm living like a normal person, all of a sudden I'll have an idea and I'll be able to write. I'm not my life isn't crazy all the time.
But that's not, I think that together with your music is what makes who you are. And when you go through things, you're very young. I'm a lot older than you, and when you experience life as I have, you have a lot more things to think about. But a lot of people at such a young age, it inspires me that you have so much drive, and that's what I love about interviewing people that are driven like you are, because it's very, it's not easy. And and everyone I talk to in an interview, it's very hard work moving forward and doing the right thing. So can you tell us a little bit about how you move forward and what helps you to keep it going? So maybe that'll help people, and it'll be a part of my book. So what kind of insight do you give people that will help them?
I'd say as far as moving forward, I think it's really important it's okay to feel like you want to give up sometimes, and that means you're working really hard. Right. And as you keep doing, going through the motions and doing this work that sometimes feels tiring, you begin to figure out exactly why you're doing it. So I would just say, push through, and you learn who to trust in your life. You learn what kind of things that you're interested in doing personally.
Excuse me, and that goes for a personal life as well, because I hear you 100%, and anything in life that is going to end up good in your life is very hard work, and anything that comes too easy usually goes away just as quick. And I'm telling you, it makes me feel good about what I do to hear each person I interview tell me, you all that are driven like this are focused in that same, everybody has their own little way, but they still have that mindset that you're almost at that breaking point. But it's people when you're at that breaking point that still push forward, that get through that makes you successful. Because when you stop, those are the quitters, and it's easy to be a quitter. It's really easy.
Oh yeah, definitely. I quit every 6 months, and then I get back on the horse. Yeah. Because you can't, when you're a musician, you're born to do it. Groove here knows, when you're born to do something, it almost kills you, but you're also in love with it. So it's a really unhealthy relationship that you can't get away from. Because
I understand you taught. You know what? And as long as you learn from it, you'll be fine. And that is, I'm telling you, as an older person, you will grow from that. It helps you personally. And I see that you have one of your band members here. Can you tell us what he does, and then we'll talk to him in a minute?
Yes, this is we have Groove Duarte here, and he's my drummer, and he's awesome. And we also give him a microphone because he's way more quick and witty than I am on stage. So, he has a mic.
Excellent. Well, that's awesome. Now, as far as for your future, before I talk to him, can you tell me a little bit about what your focus is for the future?
Right now, my plan is to really focus on promotion, more of the business side of everything. We've been playing shows for years, and we can play shows our whole life in the same area, in different areas, and travel, and we're still going to do that. But now I'm kind of learning the business end of everything and trying to figure out what's the next logical step for us business-wise with management deals and
who to trust.
Deals. Right, exactly. Who to trust, who to go forward with, and all these big decisions that will kind of define what direction we go in the future.
No, I hear you. So as far as the book goes, I'm going to put in your insight about, how you keep it going and to, always get yourself back in there and keep yourself focused. And I want to ask you one more thing towards that, for the book. How do you deal with negativity, and how do you rise above that?
I love... obviously I don't love negativity, but I think every time something negative happens or somebody puts you down, that just makes you stronger, and you can draw from it.
I totally agree. I even had an incident that happened here tonight before I even came here, and I'll tell you what, it makes me do a better job. Not that someone once said to me, well, you need something bad to go through to... No. I don't need something bad to go through to do my best. It's just the point of that
Fire.
I do not let that... I make that negative into a positive, and you said it, sweetheart, and you're 100% right. And thank you so much for your time. I'm going to talk to Groove right now and speak to him. Hi, Groove. How are you? Okay, first of all, I just want to make sure that Duarte, is that how you spell your last name?
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. So, hold on 1 second. Can you just put your band name right here, honey? Just so, you can just put your name, just because I'm going to be interviewing a lot of people tonight. I want to make sure that I have everybody's situation correctly, and you're with her, so I want to make sure I keep you with her. And so, first of all, how long have you been with the band?
We've been playing off and on. I actually met her through another band that we were both affiliated with sometime around maybe July of last year, and then maybe even June, and then by August we were playing together. We were both in situations that we kept getting brought together with different projects. And
well, you know what? You know as well as I do, everything happens for a reason, so there's got to be something going on with all that. And are you really happy now with all of that?
I'm thrilled, man, to sit behind somebody as talented and kind and compassionate as her and the rest of the band that we play with. Billy is a phenomenal guitar player, and it's a really, really good group of people that I'm truly blessed to play with. You know what I mean? So it's been a short ride so far, and it's already been amazing. I'm anxious to see what happens.
Because it's supposed to happen. That's what's happening. So can you tell me? My show's about moving forward. What do you do that pushes you to move forward, and how do you keep it going?
I don't know.
Personally, because like you said, you just jumped into this, and you're already, being successful, and things are happening for you. How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, everything is okay. Everything, like anything else, if you want to move forward with it, get better at it. Some of the best advice I ever gotten was from my father. He said, if you ever want to become something, be part of something, take place with something, surround yourself by it, completely submerge yourself in it. So if music is what you want, that's what you need to surround yourself by. And her and I, that's literally all we do, you know what I mean? So.
And you have a great chemistry between you two, and I think that's wonderful, because not everything always works, and you have to know into yourself that when you feel that you need to walk away or you need to stay with it, and I think it's important.
Yeah, the juice needs to be worth the squeeze, so to speak.
Exactly, like lemonade.
Exactly. It's a very good, all in all, the entire band. You know what I mean? She is an excellent ringleader. So for any of us to be back there, Billy, myself, we're just happy to be there. You know what I mean? It's a very, very positive experience. And we all have everybody has their own trials and tribulations that they go through, and musicians and artists particularly. So I think that we all want to give back, and this is kind of our outlet as well as our extended hand to people.
So how do you move forward with, you know, what advice do you give to people in the future to be a part of my book? Because I'm going to have you part of that with, you know, with her interview, because this is going to be together. So what do you give the folks out there? What would you say to them that would help them?
Effort. It's all effort. It takes everything you got. Sometimes you're down, you have no energy, you can't stand, and that's you know, start crawling. Oh. Yeah, that's I mean, if you can't walk, crawl. Whatever it is that you need to do, forward is always the motion. You know what I mean? So as hard as stuff may be, and even when it's easy, just don't stop.
You know what? You can't be a quitter.
Yeah, you really can't.
When you feel negativity is around you, how do you deal with that? You know what I mean? Because it's like you got to deal with sometimes
positivity.
You turn it into a positive.
Yeah, the only death's only darkness is light. You know what I mean? So you can't combat fire with fire all the time. So when negativity is at your door, that's really.
So you'll take the constructive criticism, but when someone's drawing over that line, which we know people do that all the time, you want to make sure that, you know, we can separate. We know who's really being constructive and who's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you have. I mean, there's very few things in life that you really truly have control over, and the sooner you realize that other people are not one of them, the better off you'll be. You know what I mean? Other people are going to have opinions. They're going to have their own ways about life, and the best thing for you to do if there's a situation that you're not trying to be a part of is get away from it.
You know what? I hear you on that, and thank you so much, Groove. I'm really happy for all of you tonight, and good luck tonight. And is there anything else you have to say?
No, just tune in. I'm glad to be part of this this whole event and the interview. I mean, it's just great. So, dream come true for me on my end, and I hope everything goes well for you and your book.
Thank you, and you'll be a part of that. And it's going to take some time, you know, because after this show is when I'm going to start that, and we'll go from there. And you people will get the information and make sure you take my card so we can keep in contact to make sure everything comes through the way I need it. Okay?
Absolutely. What's the name of the book again?
It's going to be called Moving Forward.
Moving
Andrea.
Forward. All right. Excellent. I look forward to it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.